Good morning, children. Here we are with our new block, but this is a continuation of the last block because the last block was domain of the earth part 1, and now we're going to go to the part 2, which is just in continuation of all the 4 domains. In our last class, we have completed the 2 domains, lithosphere and hydrosphere. Plus, we have gone through all the 4 domains. Now, in this block, we will be going through atmosphere and biosphere and the relations of them. But today's lesson, that is the first lesson of this block, we will be doing the atmosphere. So, this is, you can say, just a lesson of continuation from the old one, not a new one. So, just how we were discussing lithosphere and hydrosphere, today we will be discussing atmosphere. So the key words which you are going to learn today is layers, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere. We all know the earth has a layer of gas which surround us, which is known as atmosphere. It's a thin blanket of air which help us to breathe and protect us from the harmful rays of the sun. It stretches up to 1600 kilometer and then divided into 5 layers. Basically, main are 4 layers. One is just the continuation of the fourth one. And these are mix of different properties, gases, and their names are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Now the density, the temperature, of them changes with height and decrease further when they go more up. You know that 78% of the earth consists of nitrogen, 21% oxygen and 1% remaining of other gases. Oxygen and nitrogen help in the growth of living beings, whereas carbon dioxide absorbs the heat of the sun and keeps the planet warm. The atmosphere exerts pressure. The air has got pressure. So the atmosphere exerts pressure on the earth, and the amount of pressure varies from place to place. Every place there is not same pressure. It varies from place to place. And this pressure, this air moves with high pressure areas to low pressure areas, and this moving air is known as wind. So if the question is how wind is formed, the wind is formed when the atmosphere exerts pressure on the earth, and then this pressure moves from high pressure to low pressure. Then the moving air is called as wind, and this way wind is produced on the earth. So if we see the difference, then from the earth 10 miles we get the first troposphere, then another 20 miles we get stratosphere, then another 20 miles we get mesosphere, and then 350 miles we get thermosphere, and beyond that is known as exosphere. Troposphere, where our life forms, weather basically is there. Stratosphere, which protects the ultraviolet rays, ozone layer is there. Mesosphere is like where the meteors and all this gets burned, and that's why we see sometimes shooting stars. Thus thermosphere is like the part where fewer molecules moves away, and where big the satellites can come in, the artificial one. And the exosphere is beyond that, where the molecules of the earth just moves out into the space. Troposphere simply means turning or changing. It's the thinnest layer closest to earth where we live, and it gets colder as we go up. As we go altitude up, the atmosphere becomes colder. Strato means layer, and it is the second layer. It contains the ozone layer, which is very important, which protect us from the harmful rays. And how does it do that? It traps the heat, and as we go up it gets warmer because we are getting closer to sun. If we go above that, that's why the temperature gets warmer after stratosphere. Now, ozone layer is a part of the stratosphere, which I just added it. Ozone is a type of oxygen gas that is helpful in blocking the radiation which comes from the sun, the harmful radiation which are harmful to humans. So it's a part of the stratosphere. Ozone layer is a part of the stratosphere, can be damaged by pollution, absorbs ultraviolet rays. It can be damaged by human activities with increased pollution, okay, and that is going to be harmful. So temperature gets warmer as we go in the altitude after this layer. Next is mesosphere. Mesosphere means middle. It's in the middle. It's a third layer. Here, whenever any matters, we have already learned in our old classes what is matters. Ball, no, a ball of rocks and all. When it comes, mesosphere is the layer where it gets crushed or broken, and then it falls into the earth in pieces, and we see shooting stars. We see stars are broken, but stars are not broken. Some meteors, if they get crushed in this atmosphere, the mesosphere, they falls down. It has got coldest temperature, okay. After first layer, the second layer becomes hotter, third layer becomes, this third layer becomes a little colder, does some reasons, because of some reasons, but again after this layer again we keep going, then we find hotter, okay, but this layer as we is little colder. Now the fourth one is thermosphere, and thermo means heat. It's a fourth layer, so it's heat. It is the hottest layer. It is the warmest, hottest layer, and it gradually fades into space. After this layer, actually we can call it space. That's why I said four main layers. Okay. After that, what we read is that that's almost a part of space. It's a continuation of thermosphere, but it's a part of space. And if we go beyond after that, we'll get more warmer because we are going closer to sun. Okay. Now after this, there comes two sphere. In your book, ionosphere you might not have, but these are two last one. These are almost part of the last one. Okay. And they are just the continuation to the space. Ionosphere just means charged particle where small particles are there, and from ionosphere only actually we get the radio signals, means artificial satellite is there in this ionosphere. Okay, and if you go again it becomes more warmer, and aurora borealis found there. You have seen in northern lights some shining lights like happens, those happens in this layer. Exosphere means exos, out. Exos means out. So it is the last layer, means almost you can say into the space. So it is the part of a thermosphere. Ionosphere also part of a thermosphere. Okay, these are both the part of a thermosphere. That's why there are four main layers, including exosphere. It becomes fifth, but this is a part of a thermosphere. Here satellites are there, and it gradually fades into space, and the temperature gets higher and higher because we are going closer to sun. So the assignment is just read the part, do your S1. PQ question 1 is in your content book. PQ2 is how wind is formed. I have told the answer. Still, if you don't find, you can look in page number 43. It is there in your book in LP2. Complete the assignment, and if you have any doubt, please contact me. Lastly, stay home, stay safe. Thank you for watching. If you still have any doubt, want to know more, please contact me. Thank you. Bye bye.